Melo on the move again from OKC to Atlanta and beyond. Golick Jr., where do you think his stock is right now?
Melo's stock's about as low as we've seen it in a while, right? This is a guy where the public perception of him seems to have been going to this place for a while, and you wonder if it ever catches up to his own perception long enough to do anything of value, because right now you've heard Brian Windhorst say over and over again, at this point, he looks like a backup caliber player. He looks like a guy that's going to have to fill a role for you at this point, and I completely agree. We haven't seen anything from Melo and his style, the way he's been for so long, a ball-dominant scorer that now has diminished skills, and you wonder if he can fit into anything of value in point. That's the concern for me in this, is can he fit in anywhere and create value given his current self-perception, and that's the one thing that's a mystery.
Especially given the fact that, and I agree with you, I think his stock's incredibly low, especially given the fact that what have we seen from Oklahoma City? Fact is, we could talk about the luxury tax savings all day long, but this is a team that is willing to spend $300 million on payroll to be okay. I mean, their ownership has come out and said, yes, we're okay being okay, we just don't want to be irrelevant. So even in a world where they're not looking to win a championship, frankly, they're just looking to be a relevant basketball team. They don't think Carmelo is worth the money just to be relevant. That says something, because you have to believe in today's culture, if they thought that Carmelo could help them in any way, shape, or form, even in a fluke year, somehow win a title, they hold on to him. They're letting him go.
I mean, come on. It's $100 million in savings.
And
$100 million.
And when I directly asked Bobby Marks if the front office of that organization was comfortable spending $300 million to be a third or fourth place team in the West, the answer unequivocally from people he talked to was yes.
Okay, but what I think the sin that you're committing, Fitz, is that you're saying if you're not worth $100 million extra on my salary cap, then you're worth nothing. That's not an all or nothing proposal. Everybody has a value. Here's the thing. We should take a moment to eulogize the career of Carmelo Anthony.
At least
as and listen, this
because we're all crying a tear for Carmelo. It's been
who
tough.
went home with $28 million not to play.
Right.
That's a good place to get in life.
But look, man, you want to talk about stock dropping? It was a year ago. Remember, a year ago. Who, me? Hey, Pete, they got to say I come off the bench. You remember that? That was a year ago. Laughing off the idea of coming off the bench for the Thunder. A year later, $28 million to go away. So, yeah, the stock has dropped, you're both right, to an incredibly low price. But here's the deal. The stock has dropped to me so far that I'm interested in buying. So, one of my favorite guys that I've followed and tried to read and pay attention to is Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's a billionaire, one of the richest men in America. But he didn't get to where he was just by saying, hey, do I like this stock? Do I dislike this stock? Do I like this company? Do I dislike this company? It's do I like it at this price? Everything was about evaluation. I don't want to just get into Microsoft because it's on the up. What's the price? Am I overpaying for where it goes? Carmelo has always been an overpriced stock. Every step of the way, he cost more than the value he brought to a team. So, you know, to the Oklahoma City Thunder, is it worth $100 million to get a guy who ultimately is worth about 11 points in the playoffs and got 3 minutes in the fourth quarter? No. But for, I don't know, the Houston Rockets or the Los Angeles Lakers or whoever else may be out there, Carmelo can now be bought, I assume, at a pretty low price. His stock valuation has gotten so low, both popularly and within the NBA. And yes, you can talk about he plays bad defense and he's ball dominant and he shoots mid-range jumpers and his game doesn't fit with the modern NBA. But he's not worth it. He's not worthless. It's still Carmelo Anthony, still a guy that can get you points. And at this price, I'm buying.